Hello to my fellow history lovers and people who think if I learn something new, going to be a great day. Two tough questions for you. I am Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series. Going to give you two tough questions. Maybe we'll all learn something new today. Number one, the British troops surrendered at Saratoga. Remember Saratoga, turning point battle. If you study one battle, study Saratoga. So the British troops surrendered after the Battle of Saratoga, were designated by what term, implying that they would be returned to England on parole. That was the promise. You can just basically after the fight, yes, you lost, but go back and promise not to fight again. So was this army called A, the Convention Army, B, the Liberty Prisoners, or C, the King's Host? And if you said, I think that's the Convention Army, you got it. It says, the terms of the Convention of Saratoga stipulated that the troops would march to Boston and sail home and promise not to fight again. However, and this is key, the Continental Congress later repudiated the terms. The prisoners were instead marched to Virginia and held in captivity for the duration of the war. So I'm going to ask you like a second subset, and do tell me what you think here. Was that the wrong thing to do? Because on the one side, you think, well, you would hope that if the situation were reversed and there was an American army, Continental Army that surrendered with the terms that the people would be allowed to go home, and then the British repudiated, that wouldn't fly. But on the other hand, with the Second Continental Congress, they're looking at an army of almost 5,000 soldiers, British soldiers. This had never happened before, that many would surrender. And the idea that they're going to go home on a ship and promise not to fight, I mean, how many of those are just going to be turned around? Because most of them are in the army for their lifetime and be just sent right back to fight. So did the Continental Congress do the right or wrong thing repudiating the terms of surrender? It's a question I'm not sure about, and I would like to hear your thoughts. Okay, number two, last question. The American victory at Saratoga was the primary diplomatic catalyst for which nation to sign a formal treaty of alliance in 1778? Was it A, France, B, the Netherlands, or C, Spain? And if you thought, I'm pretty sure that's Spain, then you're gonna learn something new today, because it's France. Spain does help us under the table a lot, but they never formally ally with us. They do create an alliance with France, but not with us directly. Okay, France. King Louis had secretly been supplying the Americans with gunpowder, but hesitated to enter the war openly. The victory at Saratoga, like we said, turning point of the war, convinced the French court that the rebellion was viable. The resulting alliance provided Americans with money, troops, and critical Navy support. So let me know in the comments, did the Second Continental Congress do the right or wrong thing, repudiating the terms of surrender of the British Army after the Battle of Saratoga? Thank you.